This week, incredible beauty, lonely isolation, and deadly invasions. Hi, I'm Rick, and all that wild stuff, yeah, it really happened this week, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, did you know at one point I almost feared for my life? Well, kinda. I hate flies! For weeks now, I have been in a battle for the very existence of my soul. Desert flies are not like your normal house flies. Oh, no. These, they'll land on you 100 times over and over. Oh my God. Okay, zen, chill. Okay, the reason for my irritation is I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be touched by humans, and I certainly don't like to be touched by flies. I should probably qualify the humans, but that's for a whole different video. I woke up this morning because flies were landing on me. I go to bed at night and cover my head because flies are landing on me. You get the theme. Every time you turn around, the damn flies are landing on you. Now, I don't get this part. You're in the middle of the frickin' desert. Why are they there? There's nothing else in the desert for them to land on. Why would they be there? I went to Google and asked it, and it basically said, well, there's a lot of them. Not helpful at all. So, yep, I am waging war. I am waging war on the entire fly species. I can't think of a good reason why they should exist. And I got the tools. I just don't have the talent, but I will prevail. Pretty impressive, right? I have been driving for hours all along the Utah-Arizona border, and it has just been gorgeous, beautiful words. This camera cannot do it justice how majestic and humbling it is. I went through a Red Rock Canyon about an hour ago that practically brought tears to my eyes. But before I can tell you how we got here and why I'm here, well, we got to go back to the beginning. To the way I woke up this morning. Well, hey, good morning. I want to show you where I slept last night. And I also want to talk to you about a couple mistakes I've made, but let's start with the good stuff. You gotta see this. So it's basically a working dairy farm. They have a little store out front that sells yogurt and eggs and all kinds of stuff. But how would you like to wake up to this? It was absolute. Even better was going to sleep to this last night. It was just so quiet, so here. It was just so. I'm right at the border of Arizona and Utah, and for the four and a half hours I drove yesterday, that's literally all I saw. It was one of the most beautiful drives in the world. And the problem is, today, I got another big long drive. I got closer to a 6-hour drive today. Why? Because I'm a really shitty planner. So believe this. As you travel down through Utah and Arizona, the landscape completely changes until suddenly I actually had no idea I was coming through Monument Valley. This is a place I've been wanting to come to for decades. I wanted to ride my motorcycle through here. I'm heading 20 miles farther past this to a different location tonight. I had no idea. All of a sudden I saw the signs and I saw the thumb and like, I'm here. You gotta love serendipity. Isn't this beautiful? This is just too cool. I want to stop at every single stop and just gawk. I just cannot get enough. Oh my God. Would you look at that? Okay, made it to our destination. Do you see this? That is Mexican, where am I pointing? Mexican Hat Rock. Clever, right? Looks like a sombrero. Anyway, this is where I am parking for the night. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing around me for miles. And I just got to find a good spot to put this big beast. And then we'll chat. We got things to chat about. You see way down there? I mean, way, here, let me help you. Way down there. That's where I'm parked for the night. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people out here. I think I might have a little privacy tonight. So let's talk about today. When I left the house this morning, when I left that side of Utah to get to this side of Utah this morning, I knew I was going to have a long-ass drive ahead of me. And I did. It took a little over 6 hours to get here. But you know, honestly, I didn't really notice it that much because everything kept changing. About every 30 minutes, the entire landscape would change. Out there, it was soaring buttes and mesas, all kinds of colors on the side. And then there was, well, there's kind of nothing for a while. Lake Powell and more mountains and more water. And now, this, red rocks everywhere, including old Mexican, what's it called? Mexican hat rock. I didn't even know this existed up until a couple of days ago, which kind of brings us to the problem, because this is also what I was thinking about the entire trip here. Okay, here's the thing. Nikki normally took care of all of the planning, and the planning was basically, here's two people in love running around the country, and they're kind of enjoying the places that they find together, being out into the nature. Well, I'm no longer part of a duo, and for the while at least, I'm doing this on my own, which means I got to plan everything on my own. I suck at planning. I've been hop, skipping, and jumping, never spending more than one night in any one place, and every one place has been, well, pretty frickin' unremarkable. So number one thing is, I really need to do better planning. And the other thing I got to do is, I need a reason to do my planning. And maybe that's a bigger thing we need to chat about. So, why? You know, the why, the woe is me, the oh, melancholy Rick that you've come to know and love so well. He was doing a lot of thinking on the bus ride out here. I need to have a reason for being somewhere, and I haven't been doing that. But the bigger thing is, I got to figure out what's inside this little noggin and to start living life with a purpose. And I'm not going to answer it right now. Maybe I'll have an answer by the end of this video. Don't know, but for now, I'm just going to enjoy the desert cooling down. I'm going to enjoy my vodka tonic and this stogie, and we will see you in the morning. Unless something really spectacular happens tonight. I actually hope it doesn't, because I just want a nice, quiet, cool desert evening. I know this is completely black, but I can actually see that they're about halfway up Mexican hat rock. They're climbing that thing in the dark. Okay, I'm kind of minorly concerned. I am literally in the middle of nowhere, and a car just came by and went up a little dirt trail, and now I see two headlights. Two people are kind of climbing up to the big mountain peak over there. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Okay, so I need to explain last night. I was out here in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, somebody drove up, and they kept driving around in circles, and I didn't know quite what they were doing. And then they took off up this little dirt road, and I didn't see them for about an hour, and then later on, I saw a couple of those little headlamps. They were actually climbing Mountain Hat. They got most of the way up. So my paranoia started to calm down. And then around 12:30, another car pulled up. And they circled, and they circled, and they circled. And then they spent like a half an hour just turning their headlights on and off. And I didn't know what the hell they were doing. It took me the longest time to figure out that maybe they were camping. But my paranoia at that point, yeah, even big, dumb guys like me can be sitting out here in the middle of nowhere and go, I wonder if this is where I'm going to be raped and killed. So yeah, my mind got a little carried away with me last night. But I wake up this morning and they're gone. Everybody seems to be gone, and well, nobody was raped or killed. Well, I've got to pack up. I only have an hour-and-a-half drive today. Woohoo, yay me. Problem is, I'm parking in a church lot tonight, and church services are going on as we speak, so I can't get there for quite a while. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do the cheesy touristy thing. Four Corners. It's not the real Four Corners, I know that, and I had to pay $8 to not be on the real Four Corners, but still, it's the Four Corners. You tell me those don't look good. Sometimes it gets a little, ow! Here's the fun part. I have no idea what cut that is. I went to a Navajo Reservations grocery store and it said steak. Yeah, let's do the onions first. Except maybe I have too many onions. While I have got you salivating, I want to talk to you about this video. This is what's called a community video over on Patreon. It's one of the many things that you get for free, and you're saying, but Rick, I'm watching this on YouTube for free. Why should I go over to Patreon? Well, because there's more stuff over there. Lots more comments, lots more people, lots more written word. This video is not just this video. There's a whole lot of backstory that goes on, and you only get it over on Patreon. So, by the way, it's free. Doesn't cost you a penny. You don't have to sign up. All you got to do is go over and read it. Everything is, again, free. But that's all the pitch I'm going to do. Let's finish making the steak. And mushrooms! And no, I do not wash mushrooms. Yeah, I know, if you happen to be a Cuisinarty kind of person, that's a big debate. Well, I will tell you that mushrooms suck up whatever you're putting in there. So I'm going to put in a whole lot of butter. Well, I certainly hope that I like mushrooms, because I think I just made enough for a whole lot of people. And I'm the whole lot of people. Hey, you know it could go really horribly wrong? You know how people do the flip thing? I've never done the flip thing with a full cast iron skillet before. Oh, this is so not gonna... No, it's too heavy. You can't do it. Well, maybe you can, but I don't really feel like starting a fire inside my bus. Oops, we have an escapee. Got him. I know I've probably overcooked it. It's a very thin cut of meat. It's medium, which means I overcooked it. Fancy plates for you. Here, we'll do the whole demonstration here in a second. By the way, the only thing I ever put on steak is salt, pepper, a little butter and olive oil. And here's the fun one, instant coffee. Just sprinkle a little instant coffee on there and oh my God. Sorry for the presentation, but this is what you get. Yeah, I may have made a few too many. La 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 la. And yes, that is how we cook a steak in a bus. Did you kind of like the whole slide-out drawer thing? I didn't want to put a cooktop on top of the counter because then you don't have counter space. This thing just slides in and out and you got one burner, which one burner ain't too much, but I got a 2-burner in the very back. It was just a little bit too windy today. Anyway, I know this is a lot of food for one human being, even a human being the size of me. Let's, Oh, I like Navajo steak. I like Navajo steak a lot. Thanks for me chewing in your face. Okay, I'm going to go finish the rest of my 1.5 pounds of steak right here, but I got mushrooms and onions, so there's a little bit of health to it. Go over to Patreon. The link is everywhere, up, down, in the description. You name it, you can find the link. Just go look at the stuff, and if you feel like signing up, you can. It's pretty cheap. I think the cheapest one's like $2-3 a month, but you don't have to. It's absolutely free. Go peruse all the happy stuff out there. And just maybe, I will put this fine recipe out there for you. I highly recommend. I just woke up from a nap, which is not good because I do not nap well. I never wake up feeling refreshed. I always wake up feeling groggy. So why did I have to fall asleep? Why did I have to take a nap this afternoon? Well, the number 11. 11 as in 11 consecutive days of driving. Yes, 11 in a row. Normally I drive a couple of days and then you rest for a couple of days, lather, rinse, repeat. For some reason, for almost 2 weeks straight now, I have been behind the wheel of that big beast every single day. And it may not sound like much, but it'll take something out of you. Now, fortunately, those number of days are coming to an end. I actually have 2 days, a whopping 2 days here. We're going to have a nice little train ride tomorrow, and you're going to come along with me. But after that, I get to spend 5 days in one place, and I got to start doing more of that because this stuff can't continue. I am just... If you are looking for an adventure adrenaline ride of a lifetime, this isn't it. But if you're looking for something peaceful, quiet, and relaxing, this is definitely the way to go. It's a, I don't know how many hour ride from somewhere in New Mexico to somewhere in Colorado. It's nice, it's relaxing. They have a little platform car out there where you can just sit out in the open and watch the world go by. I like it. Now, I will tell you, if you happen to find yourself in Chama, New Mexico, and you happen to find yourself on this train, have you ever taken a cruise to Alaska? You know the median age there is, what, 78? It's pretty much the same thing here. This is not a young folks activity, but I'm not a young folk, and I'm really digging it. Well, that was a whole lot of fun, and a little bit tiring, and a little bit reddening. Standing out on that open platform in the high altitude sun, this is what happens to you. We have a 1-hour bus ride back. What took 5 hours to get here only takes an hour to go. Anyway, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna put something on my face, have a cool beverage, and that's it. Thanks for watching.